Ayubowan, Manakkam, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Kennedy GUNAWARDANA from University of Sejanapura. I am going to talk to you very few words about the situation, in economic situation in our country. We face basically four challenges. One is economic challenges, another one is social challenges, and another two is governance and political challenges, as well as the environmental and climate changes. Especially when I come to the economic challenges again I can divide into the four aspects. One is the debt restructuring part, and the balance of payment and the budget deficits. Then the poverty, the most important part. When we come to the budget means the difference between income and expenses, or revenue and expenses. What happened to our country at the moment? The revenue is a 12% from the GDP revenue, but expenses 20% from the GDP. GDP means the total production of the country. From that, only 12% income revenue and 20% you can see our expenses. Free education and the free health and the government employees' salaries and other pensions cost, and especially interest about the debts, and everything coming under the expenses category. Now this deficit, say our income is 12, expenses is 20, the big difference, big gap. Because of this gap, I think we have to find out the mechanism to fill this budget deficits. That is not so easy. It's a very challengeable. Next 4-5 years of time, we all have a tough period, very tough. That looks like in 1971 to 75 period. We have to expect many things. Very hard life, cost of living very high. Because filling this gap, mostly the government idea is to reduce the cost, cut the cost, rather than increasing revenue. Because increase in revenue having a lot of issues, because the taxation is the one part of the revenue increases. I think now everywhere they have charged more tax. I think further going for a tax is very, very hard. Second part is our export-import relationship. That is also in the marginal our country right now situation. There is no any green light in future. The hardest part is, honestly speaking, poverty. You don't believe that our poverty level, 1%, that's 5% of the total population, 5% of the total population, around 1 million, their per day income is less than US dollars 2.15. That means less than rupees 600, 700 per day income. We have 1 million people. Can you believe that? That means the monthly income may be less than 20,000, less than 15,000. There are a group of people in our country. Poverty is that. Second thing is the hardest part. Maybe the lot of government employees are coming under that category sometimes. That 25.9% of the total population, that means the 50 lakhs, 5 million, the per day income is less than US dollar 3.68. Can you believe that? That means less than 1,000 rupees. Less than 1,000 rupees. That means 35,000 salary earners per month. In our country you can find out. And most of the government employees, they have a housing loan, they have a medical loan sometimes. Sometimes they have children are educating, then when the school education loans and the vehicle loans as well. After deducting all kind of a loans installment, they are getting a very small salaries. That is a debitness. The poverty is spreading everywhere in the country. What is the solution? Who is giving the solution? That's my point. SJB, we prepared a blueprint, strategic plan for a 5-year period. Unfortunately, that blueprint strategic plan which we prepared not communicated well and not disseminated well to the general public. They couldn't understand what we did. The professionals and the professors, around 600, get together, had a lot of meetings. For a 2-year period we prepared the blueprint. That is like a 10 commandments, 10 sectors, 10 ways, and all mechanism and action plan. We are not just talking people. We said truth. We never say lies to the people, because our aim is to educate the people, telling truth about our country, because this country is a bankrupted country. We want to uplift it. Our peoples, right, dear friends, our people, I think we all have a responsibility to uplift the standard of living. That is our main job. For that, I think we prepared a good plan. That is what I think. Please download and read the blueprint, right, which we spend more time and prepared a good plan. At the moment you can't see such a plan. They talk and certain decisions are ad hoc, nothing sound, right? Certain decisions, say education are concerned, right? Now grade 5 scholarship going to be cancelled, then what is the alternative? You have to mention the alternative. The people like us, free education product. I came from far away, the village level, and came to the university and studied and became a professor, right? That's what I am telling to you. The education is one of the assets our people we have. SJP is the government, always pay priority 1, 2, 3, all priority for education. We want educated group of people in our country, and our team we also educated. We have professors and professionals together. We try to uplift the country. Unfortunately, our idea not communicated well. But this time, listen us, dear friends, and choose correct people who are really uplift the country's status, not the lies, not the untruth. That's a lot of promises. How do we achieve such a promises? Budget deficit is this, balance of payment issues is this, and debt restructuring. We need IMF help, and we need international support. Do you think all these things are not just talking? Lot of actions, lot of work hard, lot of relationship we need. Another thing is social issues. Social issues coming from the school level or from your children, because of the lot of untruth, false statement, bogus statements are going here and there, and the students and the many children, they go through the social media and look at the social media. They learn from that. Now that is the attitudes wise. I think in near future we have to do lot of changes. We are in the risk. The people who made the comments, dangerous. If it is, you have a logic, true, but logic is not the reality. For everything what they said, logic is not the reality. We have to say the real truth to the society. We are the people who said always truth. We studied, statistically analyze and tell the real truth to society. Look at the other side, in the governance issues. That is also main issues, right? We need a people who can make the laws, right? You have to send the people to the parliament who are expertise or knowledgeable. We call 3R: respectable and resourceful and responsible person. Please choose responsible person, respectable person, and especially resourceful with a kind of education who can develop a good laws and regulation to the society. Very essential and very important. That is the job, dear friends. You have to think about that. You have to again and again think about that. Don't waste your votes unnecessarily. Choose the exact person who are responsible, who are respectful, who are resourceful, and vote. In our blueprint, we have explained the A to Z, the entire plan. Once we got it to the system, don't fear with us, right? And please pay more attention. We are with you always. We are always with the general public. We representing you. We can achieve the targets. We can achieve all these goals within 3-4 years. We can do a massive development to the country, and especially standard of living. We can enhance education part, and the other aspect of the society we can enhance without any burdens to the general public. But unfortunately, in near future, next 3-4 years period, you all have a tough period. We all have a tough life. Cost of living is going like a rocket, right? And the standard of living is going down. We don't have much money to spend the life or our education, and the main things also in a situation like right now is a very dangerous, and cost cutting is the present principle, right? This particular government is practically using. What do you mean cost cutting? There are costs we can cut, but there are costs we can't cut. Those are compulsory. Education compulsory in our country, and especially health, very important. Nutrition level, we want to increase from the children. Their nutrition level is going down day by day in certain districts, because we know that the students who come to our university, the Mahapol are not yet paid, and students living very hard life. The undergraduates have a very hard life, maybe two meals per day. Some of them are less than that, because we need a good strong students. The society is, in Sri Lankan nature, our societies depend on the subsidies. We need those things, right? Because we are not either like a rich country to stop all kind of things. We have to go with our poor people and uplifting our poor people's life day by day. We had a nice plan, and still we have that plan. If you go through the SJB programs, especially read the blueprints, we spend more time. The plan is really strategic version, strategic missions, and real way to achieve. And the people, and dividing whole district, whole areas, we have collected more data, and where the resources are there, how to handle everything perfectly, we have prepared the plan. Now this is the time you all have to rethink about that, rethink again, right? We all in the hard time, right? If your vote is very, very important to us, right? Once you are voting to the correct person, choose the exact person who having a, which I said earlier, responsible person. You can go and talk your issues, and they have some solution. Respectful person, because that is for the country wise. We have to think about such a mechanism of the people, right? Then we have to think of resourceful person who have education, who have a knowledge, who have a networking to achieve our country very well. Thank you very much for listening to me. Theruwan Saranai, Devi Pihitai. God bless you.